we have the current stock market update for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, we're able to pull out a little bit on the time frames here. Anybody that's been watching my videos on this stock knows that we've been really forced to focus on the very short-term time frames and even like 15-minute price charts and things like that, which is not really common for this stock. But since we have seen such major declines recently, what we're really trying to do here is identify the possibility of whether or not this stock has actually found a long-term bottom. And there are some real questions that need to be asked in that regard. Is our share prices able to start moving higher from here? Is the ultimate bottom going to wind up being posting at this 382.88 level? Or are we going to see a turnaround here and see a breach back below this 380 mark? So these are real questions that need to be answered here. And this is why we're really trying to focus as much attention as possible on these shorter term timeframes. However, now that we've started to see some breaks of some key chart patterns and technical levels, we can start to pull out a bit now and look at slightly longer time frames. So in this video, we're going to start with the 2-hour time frame. Every candle on this price chart represents a 2-hour trading period. And as we can see here, share prices have now moved to new highs above this prior 475 resistance area that we were watching previously. This area really was sort of a spike high. Sort of the main resistance here was a bit lower, coming in right around 465 or so. But we were seeing some sideways trading ranges that were developing in that area, and then we did see a breach higher. So we did need to remain cognizant of the fact that there was a spike high previously that did unfold just above that 475 mark, and now this most recent price action has now sent us higher, coming in at 483.40. So overall, this is an encouraging development for the stock because at the very least, we are starting to see a series of higher lows here and higher highs. They're not substantial higher highs, but the structure here is starting to develop in the positive direction. And when you start to see, major price declines like what we had seen previously. Let's sort of just drill back here for a moment here. I mean, when we start to look, at the strength of these prior declines, it's like turning around a battleship. I mean, it doesn't necessarily happen quickly. You do need to sort of expect for there to be, some stalling at these lower levels, so that the broader momentum can start to turn around and share prices can start to develop a base. So I think that is probably what we're looking at here. I mean, my sense of this is that we probably have found a bottom at this 382 mark. It does seem unlikely to me that we're going to see share prices move far beyond this level. I mean, it's possible that there could be some new developments. As far as these manipulative accounting practices are concerned. I mean, Hindenburg, did establish a very large short sell position on this stock, and whether or not they continue to do that type of research that's focused on this company still kind of remains to be seen. If they really do sort of focus on this company and look to attack Supermicro, I guess it wouldn't be totally surprising to see new reports that are released and things like that. So it's possible that some different elements here could come to light, and we could start to see share prices move lower. But at this point, I think that we would need to see that type of event in order to suggest that this 380 low would be then in danger of breaking again to the downside. So my sense of this currently is that we probably have reached the bottom here at this point, and we are starting to break through some important chart patterns, such as this sideways trading channel did break to the top side. And then as that occurred, we were also able to break above this spike high at 475.80. We did see a little bit of a downward retracement here, but that ultimate price low after seeing this 483 area trade, this ultimate low here really does come in. It's the low here is 452.30. Let me just mark that in on the chart here. So, I mean, there is some reversal here. There is a bit of a pullback, but if anybody that has traded this stock for any real length of time knows that this stock is really susceptible to major price swings in both directions. I mean, this is a pretty volatile tech stock. If we compare it to some of the other names like, Broadcom or Qualcomm or Oracle or something like that, um, the volatility that's seen in this stock, tends to be much more subdued. Uh, in those stocks, I should say that's not the case for Supermicro. Supermicro is a much more volatile stock. So to see share prices move from in breaking resistance zones at 483, and then simply falling back to 452, I don't consider that to be a major price move to the downside. You do need to sort of, it looks to me here like we did probably run through some stops in the market. There were probably some short sell positions that were tripped, and then you saw this upward price movement. We did see a bit of a failure here right at this 100 period exponential moving average, which is this purple line here. And then we did see a bit of a pullback, but this is not enough to, make me change the outlook here, because we would really need to see, a break below roughly 435 in order for that to be the case. The reason that I point to that level here, it would really be this prior range bottom area here. That price low came in at 433.32. So, if we did see a break back below there, then you could start to make the argument that this was a false breakout to the top side. But I see that as being unlikely at this point. And these minor price movements like this, it's really par for the course for anybody that's trading in super micro. I mean, the volatility in this stock is huge. I mean, if we just go back and look back in the price history here, it really doesn't take much to start to understand that this stock is really susceptible to very broad price swings over very short periods of time. So, if we just go back to, these prior lows, which came in coincidentally right around 350, um, we saw share prices move all the way to 1229, in a matter of months, and then reverse from there. I mean, these are major, massive price movements. So, a movement from roughly 480 to 450, I just don't think that that's enough of a price movement to suggest that this was a false breakout just yet. I would really need to see a difference in that trading range. If we broke through the bottom of that prior trading range, I think then you could start to make the argument that what we are looking at currently is a false breakout to the top side, but I don't think we're there yet. So, as things currently stand, the indicator reading here does remain mostly positive. We did see a recent break of the downtrend momentum that was being seen previously. That would be right here. We're somewhat close to trading into overbought territory, but we're not quite there yet. I mean, there's still room for share prices to extend to the top side. And the way things look here, this looks to me like we could probably see a test of that $500 level without the indicator reading becoming overbought. So that is still in the cards here, and I do think that we have found a longer term bottom. So here's the current stock market update for Super Micro Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.